10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm through, I just did a do your boo. With me too, she lose. I flew like I'm 6G5. You won't shake shit, be live. I get them racks to come outside. Champagne pop it, look alive. I'm the truth, so hold your lies. Like my IG, I go live. Right. Back on roads, you know what I'm saying? Like, reporting live from the Too Heartless tour. What's up? Hey, this how I'm living and feeling. I'm talking about accurate shit. Blue cheese bag, get that, you know what I'm saying? Just yeah. Riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, bitch, all in the feelings. When I smash, call her a hoe and pull out her extensions. This the game, we on defense, you know that we blessing. He gon' disappear like magic, know his low ones gon' miss him. Closed casket can't kill some. Bitch, I'm lit up. Alphabets, VBS, it shine like glitter. See, I'm flexing on you niggas, do some sit-ups.
What is good, everybody? We got a good one for y'all today. We have a good one for you today. I want to say welcome back to the Easy to Talk To podcast, man. Episode number 7. We got 6 in the books already. This was just a thought a year ago, and now I'm 7 episodes in. With my co-host, nonetheless, Miss MacTurntUp. You there, Mac?
Yeah, what's happening?
Hey, did you win?
We're in the 4th. We're up 5 or 6, I think. I want to say.
She was in the middle of a game, man. So, well, she still pulled up. She told me she was gonna be running a little late, but she was on time. I gotta remember that she was on time. And today, it's the Going Rogue episode with the streamer spotlight shined on Miss Queen Rogue. What's up, Queen? Queen said she was eating.
Okay.
She better be done eating.
No, I wasn't ready. No.
Well, look, you can finish up. I can give my little shout
No,
out.
I'm good.
Okay. Welcome, Queen Rogue.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Mac?
What's up, Queen? What's up?
How you doing?
Oh, here we go. Let's get into it.
Oh God, what's up, everybody in the chat? What's going on?
So, man, look.
Man, I'm here.
My sister Queen Rogue is running on fumes, y'all. She don't know how to carry her ass to bed. She just don't know how to do it.
I think everybody knows that.
Tired as hell. Just won't go get in the bed. So look, we're gonna try to get through it as fast as we can, so she could try to get some rest. 9 times out of 10, she probably gonna stream for 18 hours after this. But we're gonna do our part. She ain't gonna say it's because of us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I does this, man.
I feel you on that. So, Queen, man, we're gonna get into a good bit, man. I know your story. Some people in the chat may know your story, but there's a lot that don't, and there's a lot that don't that support you, and I think that they will get a greater love for you, your stream, if they actually heard your story. I'm sure they heard bits and pieces, because every now and then through your stream you have to tell a story or two. But I want to start back to the beginning. I want to let y'all know how I actually met Queen. I told her I was going to tell this story. She said she wasn't going to deny or admit to anything. Right? So I met her in 2K16, but I was just going to a stream and everything. But in 17, 2K17, we actually had a chance to play together because I was a game away from hitting, I think it was Superstar then, a game away from hitting Superstar. And I was like, you know what? I've been talking to my friend and everything, and you know what? I want to hit this. I want to establish this with her. I'm like, all right, bet. She was streaming. I was like, look, it's my Superstar game. We're going to play whatever. I believe she had a slasher back then. Mm-hmm. Bro, let me tell you something. She sold my shit so bad. Oh my God. She shot the most threes with a pure slasher I've ever seen in life. She sold my shit. Like, I'm like, all right, look, if it's a regular game, it's whatever. Do what you want. But this is the game. This is my game, man. Bro, she sold me. She sold me. And we've been cool ever since. Been cool ever since. But she sold me. She sold me bad. So if anybody being sold by her today or yesterday, y'all don't understand the pain that I had to go through that day. God. The pain. And then to look her in her stream face and be like, no, it's good, it's cool. I'll get the next game, you know. But ever since then, man, it's been nothing but smooth sailing. Next game, in her defense, next game she did hit the game winner. I hit it, and you know, but I kind of left that part out. I don't think she knew that part, but I figured I'd clean it up a little bit.
It's all right, you know.
But Queen, man, back then, what made you start streaming? Like, what made you want people to see what you see?
All right. Man, it's still hard to even explain this. Me, FYI, I'm a person that is not good at explaining themselves at all. I kind of usually just go with the flow, you know, just freestyle off the easy, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna give you a heads up. We lived through Chef last week, so you'll be fine. No shot at my boy Chef though.
What's up, everybody? All right, so basically, oh man, this memory of mine. As far as like the streaming, directly based off of the streaming, gaming, and whatever, in 2016, I found out about Twitch. Mm-hmm. I didn't find out about like the whole community. I just knew it was an app, whatever the case is. So when I happened to, get into it, I see streamers and, I forgot what community I was in, but I know it was at the time Twitch had IRL, which is now just chatting.
Gotcha.
So I saw some streamers, and it's like it was just so like inviting. Like, you know, I'm talking about these regular streamers that, you know, got the cam, got everything, probably got like some type of, you know, board in the back. They're doing all these fun things with the chat, whatever. You know, it's a lot of positivity and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this is fun. You know, I was like all excited. I'm like, yo, this is fun. Like, how can I be a part of this? Like, what's going on? And then, let me see. And then I found out about the option that I can stream or whatever, but my confidence really wasn't there. Everyone, like, I guess goes through that. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna stream. I'm like, that's not me. I found 2 streamers that I liked. They had like thousands of followers or whatever. But I was on more of a lurker. I wanted to see what was going on. I speak to the chat and I like, but it was just too much people for me to talk to individually.
Gotcha.
So I happened to go to the Call of Duty community because that was my main game. That's where
Yep.
I came from. And there was a streamer called Scuff Jumpman or whatever, and that was like the first guy that in the Call of Duty community that I subscribed to. Well, not subscribed, well, followed or whatever. Later on, I subscribed to him because I love this content, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting used to going from a lurker to a viewer to a supporter. And in another stream of someone that I knew, I became a mod or whatever. And mind you, this person only had like 2 viewers all this time. It's me and his sister.
Gotcha.
And we turned up. We had fun. We were joking,
Those
giggling.
are the best streams, bro.
Like it's just like I'm not thinking about. Mind you, at this time, I don't see altogether like what you can really do as a streamer, especially someone small. Mind you, the other people that I saw on Twitch had thousands of followers. So my mind is not there where it's like, okay, that's definitely gonna be me soon one day. I'm just chilling, playing the game, enjoying my company, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that started. Mind you, I didn't start streaming it. I didn't start streaming until the end of 2016. I did the same thing my friend was doing, and they were just encouraging me. They was like, yo, we want to see your gameplay. Here, try it out, try it out. So I tried it out a few times, was playing Call of Duty, and it wasn't bad. I had my 2 viewers. I was having fun at the end of the day. Wasn't worried. It was my outlet. I was working. At the time I was doing home care. So I was working like 12
I forgot
hours.
about that.
Yeah, I was working 12-hour shifts. It was, oh my gosh. That was a rough time for me. That was a really rough time, but I was working 12-hour shifts, working in Amityville, New York, and that's about driving from Brooklyn. That's like an hour and 15-minute drive from Brooklyn with no traffic, barely any traffic. What's up, everybody? So, but at the time, I did not have my car. Guys, I'm gonna tell you the story, but we're gonna stick on the streaming part. So yeah. So basically, I was doing long hours, and then I would come back. I would chill with my friends, and I would help him, I guess, be a mod or a viewer, or supporter in his stream.
Mm-hmm.
I started to kind of like be like, oh, okay, I'll stream some more. I mean, it's not no big deal. I just turn it on, right? Just turn it on. My friends come in and then we just chat, kick back, relax.
Yeah. In the beginning, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, but a lot of people, this is why I try to encourage, I'm going to be jumping back and forth. This is another reason why I try to encourage a lot of people that's skeptical, nervous about streaming. I'm like, listen, all you got to do is turn it on. Stop comparing yourself to other people and whatnot. And I speak on this because at the time I was not comparing myself to anybody. I got a game that I like and I enjoy. I have 1 or 2 people that I'm cool with and I play with, and make the best of it and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And everyone starts off there. I can't speak for everyone, but usually everyone starts off there. Everyone starts off with 0 followers, 0 viewers, or whatever the case is. You just got to really be positive about it. Find a game that you like. Streaming should not be a job. Even though you might get paid from it, it should not be a job. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a slave to it. It should be an enjoyment that you benefit off of financially if you reach that tier. You know what I'm saying? So let me see, 2016. So yeah, I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2. I played very competitively until Modern Warfare 3. I had to take a 3-year break Around that time, I had moved, went to school, and I didn't game or anything for a while until I jumped into Advanced Warfare. So that's the story with that. So I had a long grace period of me not playing nothing.
Side
You
note,
get what I'm
did you
saying?
did you like Advanced Warfare?
So, Advanced Warfare, of obviously that was the first version of Call of Duty where you're like, with the jetpack in the air, whatever.
Yes,
Me,
yes.
I'm open to a lot. Listen, my first shooter game, I know I played 007 like back then, but my first official shooting game with my I think I was on, was it PlayStation? I mind you, I always had both consoles, so that's why it's kind of hard for me to see like which one I had first, whatever.
That's
But I
dope.
played Splinter Cell. I played Halo when the first Xbox came out. And you guys, if you guys haven't seen my original Halo Xbox, I had the green original Halo Xbox. I had that. Like I was like a gaming collector. Like I go all out. So I played Halo. I played Halo 1, 2. I played Battlefield. I mean, I tried Battlefield 1, but I really got into Battlefield 2. That's my game. Ghost Recon Future Soldiers, that's my favorite. So, I kind of get the sense, I already like kind of prepped into it. I just never played Call of Duty until Modern Warfare. Most of my friends that played Modern Warfare 2 at the time, like they were pretty competitive. So I'm the type that I like to compete against myself and others around me as well. So I end up getting competitive at that time. Um, so fast forward all the way to going back to the streaming thing, and I mentioned that because in when was it? I think it was in February 2017. I had decided, like, you know what? I need something new, need something different, whatever. Let's try 2K. Let's try something I know, basketball, something. So I'm like, hey, that's simple, right? So that's mind you, I was already streaming beforehand. I was streaming Black Ops 3. And I like Black Ops 3 more than Advanced Warfare, of course. I tried Infinite Warfare. I played it a lot, but it's kind of like that's the only thing at the time. I did Division, but I was doing so many games and I was playing on both consoles. And it's, after a while, it's kind of like a lot, especially when working. So, yeah, between Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3 is still my favorite. I still play it up to this day. 2006. Yeah, I'm right. I have to get the dates correct. I have to make sure.
I know
But yeah,
it's a lot that we kind of gotta get into. So before we really get deep into it, hey Mac, do you have any like streaming questions for right quick?
Say it again, bro.
I said, do you have any like streaming questions as far as like being a female in streaming, anything like that?
I don't think so. Cause I mean, I don't really have no questions. Cause if I was a dude, I probably would, because I know how it is. Like
Gotcha.
streaming as a female is a lot different than streaming as a male. Like they expect females to show your things you don't got. I ain't gonna even say what it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's something I was gonna mention
But
too.
they look at females to do that
Right.
for views and stuff, because a lot of females do it for views. So that's why I say I can understand how it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
I get that.
Definitely.
So one of the we're about to get deep, y'all. One of the topics tonight is comeback stories. Throughout history, comeback stories have been huge in boxing, in basketball and football and across sports. Period. and not even with that, like there's been doctors that's been injured and not been able to perform their job, come back, do their job fully. But tonight, it's a special story for me because I know the story of Queen and her ride. Like she was pushing towards partnership before affiliate was a thing, and then some things happened and knocked her down, and it was over. It took some time to get back, and that's why people don't really understand why she streams so much and for so long hours sometimes, because at one point in time she could not stream, period, as much as she wanted to. She gave us mobile streams whenever she could, but she just could not stream. So I think that streaming for her is a lot different for streaming for some other people. So I just wanted her to come on and kind of tell her story as to what happened in that span of no Queen Rogue. And she could get as deep as she want to. I told her she didn't have to disclose any and everything, but some stuff I just think you guys need to hear to connect more with her.
Sure.
Take it away, Queen. Oh, I got my Kleenex right here too, just in case.
Sure. I'm good. I'm good. I'm
right,
good. Okay.
I was about to say we can start with the fire.
My story is pretty dramatic is the wrong word, but my story is pretty there's gonna be a lot of like, if I start with the fire, there's gonna be a lot of like, what's the terminology? Loopholes is the terminology?
Maybe, yeah. We can use that.
Yeah, because it's
so much. I know it's so much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. That's why it's like I would have to start from the beginning, and because then you're gonna be like, oh wait, what? Like it's a lot. It's a lot. So
they are here for it.
It's a lot. Yeah, so okay, so piggybacking on what I was discussing, basically my streaming history when I started with games or whatever. I started playing Call of Duty. I came in 2K around like 2017, like that spring. So 2K17 was my first 2K. I made a small forest slasher, met amazing people like DJ, amazing people, everyone, I have to share with you guys like my experience with that because it was amazing. Mind you, remember before I was discussing how like I wasn't really thinking about streaming like that, but it was just an inspiration seeing how the Twitch community was or whatever. So I never really thought that I can really do that. But there was a lot of people like I don't know, I guess because I was a new girl around town or something like that. And a lot of people started coming in my streams as like even groups, and you could tell like everyone is like interacting with each other. So and then after a while I started to catch on. I'm like, but you guys know each other. Like that's when I met like Tiff, big shouts to my girl. I love Tiffy. I love Tiffy. That's my sis right there. So I met Tiff. I don't know if you guys remember Zai. And
she still pop up every now and then.
Yeah, so Zai, it's been so many. So, it's just that I just adored and I love that type of energy because like everyone just came in my chat, they're all talking, they're cracking jokes and everything, and I just love that because mind you, streaming gaming is my outlet. You know, gaming is my outlet. Streaming became my outlet. You know, a fun hobby for me to do. And then when you're actually interacting with people and others that you care about, it's just more personal for me. I'm not doing it for the money or anything like that because at the end of the day, these are human beings. These are people. You get what I'm saying? Those people that actually spend time to talk to me. There are times when, you know, and, you know, I'm managing, let's put it out there. As much as I try to manage it, um, I've, ever since 11 years old, I suffered with and still suffering with PTSD. I have a major depressive disorder. Um, I have an anxiety disorder, and I have a panic disorder. I have an OCD,
Yes.
and my OCD, all OCDs are not like you're a germaphobe and you know everything got to be neat or whatever. There's OCD. So when I'm extremely stressed out, and I'm gonna be open and honest with you guys, I don't know, realize that I'm doing it. A lot of people get even more stressed out because they don't realize that they're doing certain things,
That's
and
important.
then they'll have a panic attack because it's like, what the is wrong with me? There are times when I screamed at myself because I'm like, make it stop, and I can't make it stop. So I have OCD where I will rip my hair out. And those should, so try to put your, everyone try to put yourself in my shoes. Well, if you're a guy, you know, it's not that bad, but it is still bad.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But as for a woman and you have a significant other, you will have to cross your fingers and hope and pray that they accept you for who you are.
Exactly.
Something simple as that, where it's like they find out that, you know, you have certain mental illnesses or whatever, they're ready to dip without trying to understand you, you know, and, you know, certain conditions that I have, it does affect my everyday life, you know,
That's very true, man.
very true. Yeah. And, when it comes to streaming, um, I feel like, and I even had, a situation, but I'm speaking for everyone that can relate for me. It can be dangerous
Dangerous.
because you can be or you are depending on other people that you're probably never going to meet or see a day in your life. You know, you're trusting your emotions and everything on someone behind a username.
Yeah, but question. So like I know you said it was an outlet for you and things like that, but like do you feel as if you have to have those relationships on the game to actually be like physically okay for like the day or the week?
Sometimes it get like that because like as I mentioned before, like I'm well aware that everyone in the chat is a human being. You guys aren't bots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So consciously, I know that these are people. And me, I'm an empath. I'm very empathetic. Very.
Very.
You know, I'm very empathetic. So everyone and everyone that takes a moment of their time and come in my stream, I actually appreciate it. I know that's a thing. You know, now I won't say a thing. That's just a common um way to show your appreciation verbally or whatever. But I actually do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you guys are adding to the energy that I need. support, or how was your day, or you tell me a joke, or something. You get what I'm saying? Because if streaming is my main go-to, you get what I'm saying, and that's my main investment for myself, my hobby, or whatever, you know, everything is personal for me.
It makes so much sense.
It's very personal for me. So, and then for you guys to understand, like when someone is naturally born, raised as an empathetic person, I unconsciously might leave myself vulnerable around people. So and that's like a gamble for me, because it's like I don't like judging anyone. I might have my own preference, but I don't like judging anyone.
So like
You know?
when you like, cause I mean, like the people are okay. Like for instance, like I love getting on the game. It's just me, and I mean, I hate everything that happened and different things like that. But we as people, they're just what I'm not trying to sound like I'm an asshole or nothing, but everybody go through different things. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff you went through, and I know you had to have people you somewhat kind of trust. So how hard is that for you? Because I know you said you're vulnerable. So how hard is that for you to try to trust somebody who's new to get into your space? Because a lot of people, I mean, like the people I run with, I've been running with since 2K15. So I can trust them. We friends on Facebook. If we get the chance to link up in person, it's cool. But I just want to know how hard it is, or if it's easy for you to try to talk to people who you meet that's new that seem cool. Because a lot of people seem cool on this game, but in real life
Yeah,
they really assholes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, that's
So how easy or hard or medium is it for you to trust people you really don't know based on a game? You don't even, and it's not about looking at somebody personally, because I mean, I try not to judge people. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but then I not trying to get a person the benefit of the doubt because they do some fucked up shit. That make like that kind of makes sense. Like
Hmm.
I give them the benefit of the doubt, then they do some fucked up shit. Now I don't even fuck with them no more. So like, could you explain how easy or how hard it is for you to try to take on new people as friends? Because as you said, like being on the game and being with different people. Because I done been in your streams and you done picked me up and picked up people who just pop up in your stream, and
I
basically.
hate that. I hate it so much. But it's like I mentioned, it's a gamble. You get what I'm saying? Because um, it's
So does it
it's
kind of
not
like,
easy.
is it
It's
like a
not.
frustrating thing for you, or do you like, okay, let's say
I,
you meet somebody new, you meet them, they do some wild stuff. I can't even think of no
I
example or
understand.
anything like
No,
that,
I understand.
but they do something wild, and do you get upset they do something wild to you, or you feel like it's towards you, or do you just kind of like let it be what it is because you really don't know them, or like, I mean, I'm just thinking of like different scenarios.
No, I understand. So with situations like that I encounter all the time, case by case scenario, because it's like I have to gamble with it, right? Because at the end of the day, my thing is I have to be me no matter what.
Of course.
So if I'm a person that I get turned off very easily. So if you have to do the most to turn me off. And that's not just like relationships or whatever.
Mhm.
If you Because like I said, I have a history.
Right.
So I have a history through my childhood where I was in fear for a long time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I didn't
Mhm.
have the I you know it's just a lot. So I have triggers. I have different triggers
Right.
or whatever.
that's it.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like anything that I'm uncomfortable with is just a no-no. Like period. Like I will gladly just walk the other way. I don't even have a history of me being in fights. I have a history of me defending myself, but not in no drama. No one's gonna like call me out in no drama.
Right.
Some girl got some beef with me, I'm just thankful I haven't experienced that. You get what I'm saying? Anyone that has any beef with me or whatever case, they just don't know me.
Right,
Off
of
of
course.
it. You don't know me off rip. And so going back to what you were saying, like, I don't like judging people. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. That's gonna be my gamble. You do something, you know what I'm saying, and then that's just it. That's just it. A lot of times I used to be very patient, but I'm more like, you know, I can't. I'm more easily agitated.
I was
You
gonna
know,
I
now.
was gonna say I've seen the change over the years. Back when she did used to stream, and how she dealt with like trolls and stuff like that. They it was more it was more meek in a sense, where it's like, oh, it's all right, don't ban them, that kind of thing. But now it's like, yo, you really gonna come in here and do that? Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So like so I get what she's saying, like, as far as giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like, now it's more of a shorter leash, I guess, to say.
It's like you could take us so much, especially if
That's a
the
fact.
BS is like repetitive,
Yes.
you know, things like that. And it's like I'm still volunteering my time, my effort into something, you know, an experience. And the experience is supposed to really work for me because it's the majority of my investment, because it's like
Yes.
my life and my time. So when I share it with others or whatever, you know, I have to make sure like whoever's in my circumference, you know, everyone that's in my area
Mm-hmm.
is good. Everyone is safe, because that's what I'm trying to establish. I want to make sure I'm safe and I'm comfortable. I'm having fun. I'm around good vibes. We could chill. We all mature. We might goof around, but you know what I'm saying? There's no one that should be in danger at all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We could trash talk, whatever the case is, but I have to
Yeah.
make sure like who, especially if I care about you, like I'm more I'm more territorial. I'm a very territorial person. I am not a jealous type, obsessive type, like any of that stuff. I am just very territorial. So if it's someone that I care about, they're in danger, I'm on it. You know what I'm
Y'all,
saying?
y'all,
That's just me.
y'all want Queen to have your back, man. I'm telling you.
That's just me. Like I'm like, no. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm very empathetic. There's been times in my life, a lot of times in my life, where I know how I feel. And I felt like that it's a straight disrespect, and it's a very neglectful act on my part. You get what I'm saying? For me not to step up and say something.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Oh.
That's nothing new. That's something how I always been. You get what I'm saying? And I did that plenty of times for people I don't even really know like that, because at the end of the day, we're all human, and what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. I make plenty of mistakes. I have a lot of flaws. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit there knowing that I could have said something or I could have did something and just let it slide. You know what I'm saying? And then just like how those people be when they want to sit, you know, and complain or whatever, boo hoo, play victim and stuff like that, knowing damn well they're the same people that will not say anything if someone was in danger or their friend was in danger, whatever the case is, but they want all the blessings and all the goodness to happen to them.
Talk to him, Queen.
They want all the goodness, and I'm like, you know, like
I should start charging y'all to come in and get this good convo, man. Fuck, nigga.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
feel
I'm
you.
not perfect, make mistakes and stuff like that, but I'm a very territorial person. You know, any of my exes will tell you I'm not the jealous at all. I'm not the jealous type. I'm not. You know, and me, I'm one of those that like sit there and tell some man what to do, whatever. If he's a man, he about his business, he should already know what to do. I shouldn't have to babysit no man or check, like, no.
Listen, every guest that we've ever had on here, I've handpicked them personally. If I hadn't got to you yet, that's exactly what it is. I just haven't got to you yet. But I know the first 10 people that I wanted on the show is people that I have relationships with off of the game, off of streaming, people that I talk to just to see how they're doing. And Queen is one of the longest going relationships that I have. Because like I said, we've been rocking even when she was not streaming. I still at a time where I couldn't like get in contact with her, I knew people that could get in contact with her, and I talked to them for like updates and things like that, just to make sure that she was good, and to let them know that if things got dire to where she needed me, I was always there. No matter what I had going on, I was always there to support. If it's just to talk to, I was always there.
Right.
So you can go ahead, Quinn. You can get back to it.
You know, and that's another thing with that, to piggyback on that, is like I have this habit of, you know, really staying to myself, and I have to be in a very life and death situation to even thinking about asking for help. And that even includes advice.
True. I've heard. I've witnessed that. I have. They were like, bruh, she's not going to. I'm like, look, just let her know that. I know she's not going to, but just let her know that I will if she did. And they were like, bet.
Yeah, I just try to figure things out on my own. A lot of times, like I will sit, because I have a very guilty. Like, if I'm going through some effed up situation, especially if you have no, you know, you don't really have, you're not related to whatever I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially directly, like it's my business to deal with.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna drag you along or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or get you involved or whatever the case is. I was always like that. So I could be going through something so horrifying, and then, you know, like I'll meet up with you, and then I'll be chilling and smiling in your face, cracking jokes, and then you won't think nothing's wrong. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna use that time and that opportunity to get my mind off. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be talking about whatever I'm going through, and then you might feel bad or whatever, and then I'm just messing up the whole vibe.
Over the years, I've come to know that you are the exception to the rule. They say that misery loves company, and that doesn't actually mean if you it has a bunch of different meanings, and one of them could be when you're going through, you feel like everybody else should be going through, and that's not you. So I as a friend, I could appreciate that, because you don't put your burdens on someone else if they can help or not. You just don't.
No, and I'm been happy with my choice of that, because it's like I said, I just have a guilty conscience, you know, because especially if I know I'm in a situation where I can't reciprocate the help, you know, and I dealt with situations where I really had to take a deep breath like I'm doing now. Please put your pride aside. Please put your pride aside. Just ask. As soon as I ask, for the one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I done created this vortex of someone being able to like throw it in my face or use
Yes. Yes.
And let me tell you, when you go through that vortex, man, that landing is hard as okay? That landing, especially like you know what I'm saying, you're not like in a title type, you like no, like listen. It hurts. No matter who it's from. No matter who it's from. It hurts.
That's true.
It hurts. And it's like then you're looking there with like the clown stupid face, like why did you offer?
Yes.
like why do that and just make you know what, just
people do that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I was better off by myself.
If you need something, give me a call. And then you call. And yeah.
Yeah, there's been so many times. I mean, it's indescribable. Like I can't even. It's just really sad, and it just makes me a bit more cautious. And the more cautious I am, it's kind of hard because like I try to stay true to myself. And one of my personalities is me. You know, not just like the empathetic part, but just me being too understanding. So then I try to understand. I'm like, you know, let me, you know, it's all right because at the end of the day, let's say I need it. So I will say to myself, you know, at the end of the day, that person ain't obligated. So it's like, okay. And then I'll just walk away and keep it.
And that's
I'm like, you know, it's okay. You know, like I'm still cool. It's all good. Whatever. It's going to keep on happening over and over and over again. And it's kind of like you try to be the bigger person about it, whatever. Or however the situation, because, you know, this could go in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You know, and you try to be the bigger person and try to do the right thing or whatever. And then you keep getting stomped on. Especially when the person's laughing type of thing. And then especially when they know, like, you're not the type to kind of be rowdy and stuff like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you give them an inch and they'll take a whole mile with it. You get what I'm saying? And
just because they know that you're not going to.
Just because they know.
Yeah.
And then the moment, like, if I was to, like, stand up for myself, I'm the bad person.
You wildin'. When you react, you wildin'.
Yeah, like... wait, what? Like, are you serious? So is this some type of manipulation game where it's like you're about to play the victim now and just try to use me as an excuse to kind of justify like your bullshit? Like, excuse me. But I'm just saying, like...
No, you good. Let it fly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you go through situations like that, I'm talking about like once in every few years. When you go through it a lot of times, especially with different people, it's kind of like I just want to stay away from people. I just need to stay away. I need to get away from people. But then a part of me is kind of like I'm more of a. You ever meet someone who's kind of like in between the best of both worlds of being an extrovert and an introvert?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone's a little bit has a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I was
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like I was an extrovert and then I transitioned into but then it's like it's my depression that I went through for the last, goodness gracious, I had depression for, I'm scared to say this number. I don't want to, but let's just say way
too long.
Way too long. You know,
shit is real, man. I'm telling you.
Like I really want to tell you guys some stories, man. I really want to tell you guys some stories. It's
I told y'all the very first episode of
I don't
this
want to jump in.
podcast. I told you. I said, whenever you get a chance, talk to your people. You never know what they're going through until you say, because they'll never really bring it to you. Some will if it get that dire, but they won't bring it to you. But a simple, hey, how you doing? I hope all is well. What's been going on? Stuff like that, it helps, bro. It helps. I told y'all that 8 weeks ago. I told y'all that. Just talk to your people.
It do help. It do help because, like I said, streaming is one of the reasons why streaming is my outlet. Like I sit there, play the game, I'll just have conversations, and there's plenty of times when others would DM me like, "Yo, I'm going through the same thing," or we
Exactly.
talk and stuff like that, and that purifies my soul because it's like, you know, I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna be totally responsible for that person, but it's kind of like I just got a connection with that person.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
not no therapist, no nothing or whatever. It's not like I can like really help them and all total, but I always let them know like, listen, like you can talk to me. Don't feel no type of way, or it's because I'm a streamer you feel like you can't talk. You don't have to sub. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? You don't have to sub to talk to me or whatever the case is. I'm not Hollywood or anything like that at all. Like I don't even promote people to even sub to me. Like I'm fine with.
Because
I mean,
they don't really know that they helped you too in
they
talking to
help
them.
me, and that's the whole thing. They help me, so it's kind of like
Because I'm sure before you talk to them, with the way situations were going, especially like one after another, like just in rapid succession, I'm sure you got to a point where it was like, why me? And then
I
next thing you know,
saying
you
that for
talk to people, and it's like, okay, it's not just me. This is
it.
this
It,
is
it
a
feels
thing.
reassuring knowing that
Yes.
even though I already know other people is going through way worse than me, there's someone else out there. But when you connect with that other soul behind the monitor or username, it's different. It hits different. When you actually care, understand those situations, it's gonna hit different.
Yeah. That's why.
It's gonna hit.
That's why we're sitting here on these Friday nights, because people need to hear, or people need to know people beyond the username, because sometimes you might not be able to stream, but if you don't stream, somebody might have a bad day because you didn't stream, because they look forward
And
to escape to your stream. And
mm-hmm.
when they realize, oh wait, she didn't stream because a panic attack here, or then it's like, oh, okay, so if she don't stream, let me check on her. Let me see if she's okay, or she just wanted a day off. Like, let me at least reach out to her and see, instead of getting on Twitter and like, man, Queen and fell off, man. She didn't stream in 2 hours, man.
Right.
Trash.
Oh my god.
But
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah, because it's even in my chat is like a whole there's a lot of people that will be like, hey, what's up, whatever, just getting off of work, I'm glad to be here, had a rough day at work, and I got a lot of that, especially when before the fire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it motivated me because it's like they count on me, they're looking forward, they're counting on me to stream so they can hang out or chill or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And I felt very important.
Yeah. You're a
I
public figure.
felt
Believe it or not, you are a public figure.
had no intention to be. I just wanted to just
Right.
be a part of something or just to help, or
But
You know,
when you,
like I
if
don't
you walk
know.
around your city and people don't know that you stream or anything like that, you're just queen, right? To them.
Yeah.
But if you go out there in that same city and wild out, instantly you're going to be you're going to be bashed as queen the streamer, or queen the content creator, because the narrative is then going to be, see man, this is how streamers act, this is how people act when they get a few subs, and you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
like it's that's why, believe it or not, you are a public figure.
That's a high pedestal.
Because people not gonna want to bash just queen, what they get out of that, right? But you attach a title to that, and it's like, oh, okay, so now these Twitter fingers are gonna be doing something because I'm bashing Queen the streamer, Queen the person. Nobody's not gonna be interested in that.
He's just random.
Yeah, like it's like I'm not doing nothing. Like I save my characters. I ain't gonna put this tweet out, whatever. But oh wait,
Yeah.
it's Queen Rogue, the Twitch streamer. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, YouTube vid.
I gotta fix it up, you know. But so yeah, you have to realize that streaming, you become a public figure, and it's tough.
And
It's tough.
it's I was more scared because of, you know, there was a lot of personal things going on with me. So I, like I said, I was grinding Twitch before Twitch offered, announced, and gave out the whole affiliation or whatever. I was grinding Twitch before then, passionately, because I wanted to build something. I wasn't sure what it was, so I felt like, hey, let me just be myself, have fun, go with the flow, and see where it takes me. And that's how it's been ever since. You know, I'm still a very I enjoyed helping people and things like that. Like it's fun. I was learning a lot of things. You know, when I got into the 2K community and stuff like that, I met like so many people. Um, you know, and a lot of people was very fond of me, you know, and I felt it felt great, you know, because a lot of people genuinely was fond of me. You get what I'm saying? Like I was a complete nobody, and then I also got to be cautious because you know, because there was plenty of guys that just wants to get to know me, you know, for bad reasons. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's kind of like I don't know them, and then it's like, but maybe they're not thinking that way. So it's like I don't want to come off like an asshole or whatever. But then it's like, okay, let me put a little distance and let me just see what's going on here or whatever the case is. Ever since then, I met so many different variations of weirdos. Like weirdos, like they just
Different levels
it's
of
just
weirdos, not just different levels of people, different levels of weirdos. That is
weirdos.
tough.
Weirdos. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for explaining that. It's different, like weirdos. Okay. Um, and then, like I said, I'm investing my time, my effort, and my energy with a lot of people. You know, all these decisions that I make is my own decision. I don't like to be forced or persuaded or anything like that into doing. So anything that I choose to do is because I chose to do it. So I'm not gonna blame, you know, the next person for something that I choose. So if I allow myself to invest in someone or whatever, that's just my choice. So if they do something really immature, stupid, whatever the case is, then that's that L I'm gonna take. I'm gonna walk with it, throw it somewhere, and just keep it moving. Even if I invested time, effort, money, whatever the case is. You know, it was just like I don't know. Mind you, these are people that I'm never gonna meet a day in my life, and it's like I'm actually genuinely putting my time and effort into people or whatever, and they give me the whole thing. Oh, like, oh yeah,
I
I
mean,
used
but you
to
never
you.
know though. Not to cut you off, but you never know. Like some of these people I know, and are real and you link up with them. If you really fuck with them, you'll link up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's different. It just genuinely depends on the person you messing with. And I tend to mess. I mess with more guys because that's how I always been, is to mess with guys, because guys give it to you straight raw. They don't sugarcoat shit. They don't try to be fake behind your
Exactly.
back like females and all this other type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like genuinely, me and Not Nice, or AKA Nisha, you know what I'm saying? Like we met through ball like her, and stuff from me behind the stream and shit. And I do stuff for her. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. And I've been, you know, everybody got different work schedules. Everybody got different lives. Because you got to think you in different
Right.
states. Because I told Easy, if I come to New Orleans, I'll take that drive to go see Easy and the baby and the wife, you know, shit like that. Because I'm just that type of person to where I don't want to feel like we just can talk on the game or some shit. And most of the people I fuck with got my number. Like everybody usually I fuck with, I be like, hey bro, here go my number. And you know, me and Easy been knowing each other for a minute. He just always been a cool ass dude, come to your stream. But that's why I say it depends on the people you mess with. The squad I usually always run with, I've been running with since 2K15. And I met them through other mutual people. And, you know, we stay on, that one dude stay in California, I stay in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But it won't be an issue if I came to his state, because I want to travel and visit there to meet them. But like I said, you got to have the right people, because you really can't trust everybody.
Yeah.
And be friends with everybody, even on the game. Like some people I just want to even fuck with. Even on the game, I just want to even fuck with them just because of the way they act and different things like that.
Yeah.
So it just like, it literally depends, because everybody you meet, and that's why I know you say you don't judge people by its cover, and I do try to give everybody a chance, but that's so hard and I'm saying this from past relationships, out of many friendships, relationships and shit. It's so hard to do that when you think everybody gonna fuck you over.
Yeah.
Like that's the mindset I have is, okay, I'm gonna give this person a chance, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm like 50-50, because I could do something and this person still fuck me over in the end, and then I'm pissed because I gave them the chance to fuck me over. Like I hate that. I don't be mad at the situation you fuck me over. I just be mad I let this shit happen. Like
Yes,
so it
exactly.
just can, and that's what get me so. But I try not to get so upset, because it's like one of them things where they be like I told you so, like type of thing where you be like, damn, I told you so, and then you can't be fucked up, because it's like, you know where you at with that person, you don't fuck with them no more. And I'm like a two chance and done ass person. Like I don't really give motherfuckers too much chances after one or two times, because I feel like life is so genuine to be played with. So, because anything can happen. I can walk outside my house and anything can happen. So that's why I really don't try to give people a lot of chances, because I could be gone. I could be here today and gone tomorrow. You know? So, like, it's just one of them things. And that's why I say, like, I tell people, like, be cautious who you friends with. I legit, like, I got associates, I can say, and I got a couple friends, I got a couple best friends, but I don't fuck with everybody, because I done been fucked over so many times. And that's why I say I can understand where you're coming from, even though, you know, you got different things that had on, and different traumatic events that you had in your past time, which I can understand, and different things that you cope with or make you feel better. But me, it's just so hard to do that, or me to put my leg out first and trust people and do different things like that, because people always fuck me in the end.
So my thing with that is what we need to start doing as a people, period. Because when you meet someone, you 9 times out of 10 you don't meet the real them just yet, right? That person is going to come out through time and things like that. But the thing is that we don't do is when they show us them, it's like we don't want to believe it. It's such a shock to us, because like, I can't believe you just did that. And it's like we want to erase it from our mind, like they didn't just do that thing or say that thing. And it's as simple as, if it walks like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. It's not a swan. It's not. It's nothing else. It's a duck. So you gotta take it for what it is, and move on. Like
yeah, that's true. You just learn.
Yes, that's how we get in trouble.
You just learn from it. That's the only thing I can really say. Like, but that's why I say I have. Like, that's why I say I can understand where Queen coming from, even though we done been through different things, and because everybody go through shit differently, and that's why I say I can give advice to a lot of different people, because I done been through shit I done been fucked over probably more than you've been fucked over type of thing. So I can give you advice. It might not be the best advice, because I'm gonna tell you, and you feel this way about some shit, fuck them. Like that's exactly how I am, especially people I love or know. Fuck them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if that person do you like that, I feel like in the end, they really ain't give a fuck about you or what would happen.
Exactly.
You know,
so
everybody
gonna
say, you just move on. But everybody gonna, you know, okay, like they say, it's gonna be more people at your funeral than your birthday. You ever heard that shit before? Like, motherfuckers gonna act like they really fuck with you, at your funeral, but they ain't never come to none of your birthdays type of time. So it just goes hand in hand, bro. That's why I say so many people are different, so many life experience, different ways people were raised, and all of this. That's why I say it just depends, but you just gotta know. Like, I have my heart up, because I can be real cool, but I can be a real asshole when you first meet me, because I don't know if you really gonna stick around for the ride.
Yeah, and that's why it's important for me personally, when I come across to kind of bring it back to streaming, when I come across a female like streamer and I feel like I want to go in that chat, it's important to me that streamer know that I'm one of the good guys. Right. Like, I don't want your number. I don't want your nudes. I don't want none of that shit. I just came for the gameplay. I came to watch you stream. Imagine that.
That's a good thing. Because a lot of dudes come in there for what?
Exactly.
For things that are inappropriate, for people who are under the age. Hey, I'm just speaking facts.
So,
and that's the ones that show that. But what about the ones that play it off, that they're just cool, kick back, relaxing? You know what I'm saying? But then, like, you get comfortable with them, where it's like, okay, he seemed cool, whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? He still doesn't show, like, his true colors at all till, like, way after. I met some people that will really wear that sheep clothing for a long duration of time. You know what I'm saying? They will front and play around like as if they're the gentleman, they're the cool homie, whatever they can, like, get out of you or whatever the case is. And it could be I'm talking about a long duration, where it's like from 2 months to 2 years before they really show, like, whatever. And you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it takes a while sometimes.
Sometimes it takes a while. And so just imagine, like, you spending, you know, that time. At the end of the day, I try to be positive about whatever I go through. So if I experience something with someone, I have to look at it and be like, you know what did I get out of it? And I'm not talking about getting out of it like where it's like, did I get any money or whatever the case. So I'm talking about like the experience and the lesson learned, or I have to take a step back and look at my flaws and stuff like that. You know, like, what's going on. What annoys me is that I calculate all this stuff, and just the dumb shit happens again in a different scenario, different person, different location, different everything. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, because you never know what the next person is willing to do or how they're gonna come about your life. And that's why I say I know it's hard, because people can show their colors, but me, I done been through so much shit, and people don't know that shit because I'm just such a cool, genuine ass person. Like, I give everybody a fair chance. But it's so hard at the beginning to trust somebody or give somebody your feelings or give somebody this or give somebody that, because you never know, like you said, legitimately what their intentions are. I was talking to somebody for a long ass time, and then out of nowhere the shit ended, because you never know what somebody's intentions are at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, you got to live with this shit. And then the next person, guess what? You're going to have more trust issues because of the next person. That's why I say it's like, it's kind of like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like this person
Yeah.
might genuinely
Double-edged
be,
sword.
yeah, this person you meet might be like cool as fuck, a good ass person who not gonna do you wrong. But how do you know that? So you treat them as if they gonna do you wrong because you done
And
been
that's
done wrong so many times. Like that's why I say it just depends on how you view stuff to see if it's gonna work.
yeah. And then sometimes that person, what you going, you know what I'm saying? Say for instance, me, you both going through the same shit. We never
Hmm.
met each other before. We end up meeting each other, so now we both got our guard up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're probably, because you're trying to avoid the bullshit. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna test this person now or whatever. I'm just gonna have my and see if they, you know what I'm saying. But I might do the same thing. But then it's kind of like, damn, this some fucked up ass person. Like, I ain't
Right.
got no time for this. But the thing about it, because we present ourselves like that, you know what I'm saying. We end up drawing that. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying
Yeah.
to get at? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, let's go back to what I was saying even before. Like, it's a gamble.
Yep.
It's really a gamble. There's
Hmm.
a lot of things in life that you do that's a gamble. You have to take that chance.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying? You have to take that chance and go all out. Even like in or whatever. That's a whole different story. A whole nother story. Oh Lord. But you know what I'm saying?
oh
I did
Lord.
not want to pass up something good by my, whether it's my insecurities or whatever the case
Hmm.
is. So I made sure that I played my part, did whatever I had to, you know what I'm saying, and played off as if, not really, I don't want to say played off, but just act accordingly as if like this is it. This is the
Right.
one. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I don't want to mess up that opportunity because I'm in, it's like, like it's not fair because I wouldn't want him to do to me. So it's like
Right.
I have to woman up and be like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta take this chance. This is what I'm getting myself into. I know what I'm getting myself. I'm
Yeah.
interested in this. This is why I'm investing in it. So let me just go all out. And I just have to understand what the consequences gonna be.
So
And that's why I said life. I mean, it's all about life, and it comes with age and shit like that. And I really ain't even. I mean, I'm damn near close to 30, but I ain't motherfucking 30. But in my time, I done been through a lot of shit. People, I mean, not a lot of like dramatic ass shit, but I done been through a lot of relationships with people, friendship, relationships, and
mm-hmm.
things like that. So I know a lot, and that's why I can give people advice about it because I know so much and I've been through so much because of the situations I done been in. But it's all about just taking a chance at the end of the day, because
Mhm.
people like me, I'm not the type of person who gonna hold back how I feel. That's friendship. You either gonna be my homie, you gonna be my buddy, you gonna be cool with me, you know what I'm saying, and or not. And that's why I say it just depends because life is a whole different story. So that's why I say it's good to be in different stuff because you can actually figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like in a long duration of time, how much crap you can put up with. That's the whole, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's like
I mean, it's like what do I do? Like, do I, if I reach a certain break? Because mind you, I reach different tiers of breaking points. I reached a
mhm.
breaking point where I thought there ain't nothing worse than this.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, 3 months later, my ass is in the hospital because of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's freaking scary. So it's like sometimes I try to like, be optimistic about it and think positive. I'm like, you know what? I'm still here. It's a learning experience. Like I literally, and I try my best to be rational. I try my best to think collectively, because I'm really not used to having something to go to.
Yeah.
So hence, I have stream as my outlet. Everyone think, even in high school, everyone like, I don't know. I was cool with everyone. Everyone was cool with me. I didn't have a problem with one. or whatever. Like people just felt like I was like popular. I did not like that stuff because I like going back on the conversation we're having. Like I can't fuck with a lot of people. I really can. There's people that's calling me, oh, that's my sis, whatever. I don't even know her name. But hey, sis, what's good? Like, sis, you're
like that.
But it's not like stop calling me your friend, your best friend, your bestie. Like I'm I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
responsibility too. Like people don't understand that too.
It's that, but it's like I try to like understand because like the thing about it, like everyone's usually cool with me. So it's like I don't want to come off like disrespectful, whatever. So it's like I'm trying to embrace it, but then again it's like, even in high school, I wasn't in like any cliques like with the girls or whatever the case is because like me, I'm just naturally not the type to like get into like gossip and stuff. Like I just get it's boring. It's like a turn off. Like I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. It's just too much gossip. Sit there and just talk about boys all day or guys and it's just boring. That's just not my cup. Give me a controller or something. You get what I'm saying? I'll be good to go. Y'all can talk about whatever. Just don't involve me into it. Just leave me to whatever game, and I'll play that shit for the next couple of hours till we about to dip out. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's always been me. So it's kind of I don't really have that interest. So I didn't really get to really experience like having like being in like a female clique all the time. Because every time like I'm around them, it's like bad company. It's like for me to really click with you, we have to have similar interests or something. We have to have similar interests. So, if we don't have similar interests, then it's like I really can't click with you.
And see, I'm a Libra, so like I can really click with anybody, but it just depends.
And then going back to our conversation, it's like people. I met some real funny style people. I mean, I feel like whatever a guy's intention is can also be a female's intention or whatever. So I'm not putting this all on. I'm against the girls. You know what I'm saying, team guys or whatever. I'm not doing any of that. But it's just the fact that it's whatever my preference. If I'm trying to, mind you, I'm going back to what I was saying, I'm trying to avoid certain things. I don't like to put myself in a predicament where I'm uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even with this 2K thing, a lot of you guys like probably wonder, I don't even get really invites to like like when girls trying to play or whatever the case. A lot of times I try to avoid it because it's like I don't want to get triggered. I don't want to get triggered because like I don't want to sit in a party again and then we're in a party or whatever the case is and then they want to be like, this bitch, like I hate that girl and da-da-da. I'm like, I can hear this, guys.
Time for me to go.
like come on, what the fuck, we in high school? Like really? Like I'm not gonna sit here for a couple of games and like I'm anyone that has me as a friend. I'm party by myself, literally. When I'm streaming, you barely hear anybody like with me while I'm playing or whatever, unless like we're playing a game and we have to be on the mic. I'm always by myself all the time. There's people that felt some type of way because I flex by myself. I'm not any better nor worse than the next person. You know what I'm saying? I just stay to myself. Even when I grinded Twitch, like I never self-promote myself. Like when I come, there's plenty of times where like, especially like when I started Twitch like on like 2K side or whatever, I was a mod in plenty of streams. I think there was one time I was out, and I'm talking about an active mod. An active mod. I was in an active mod in like 56 streams, I think. Yikes. And one time for a couple months. Active. I'm not talking about those ones that just come in and talk crap, whatever. Like, no, I come in, hey, what's up? How you doing? Everybody that comes in, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What's good? Oh, you need help with Nightbot? No problem. This is what you do. Whatever. That I was like that with everyone. Not everyone like saying like you know what I'm saying, like where like whoever I'm
really rock
I fucks with, or like you probably need help, whatever, no problem. I'm just trying to here to encourage you to stream and keep doing what you got to do, whatever. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. It's fun for me. It didn't feel like a job, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Because you like helping
but
people
at the
genuinely,
same time,
so that don't really matter. If they need help, you're gonna help them.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, learning experience for me, and there's plenty of people that never knew I was a streamer until they saw me on the list and be like, "Oh snap! I didn't know you was a streamer. Why didn't you tell me?" I don't know.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I'll sit there and there's plenty of people that you know what I'm saying, that I was a mod in their stream and they didn't even follow. You're not gonna hear me bitch and moan about that, like,
so
or whatever.
Is it safe to say that you have a passion for streaming?
I feel like it's there. I just have to develop the confidence too. Am I intimidated or discouraged? Yeah. I'm not like a content creator or, any of that stuff where I know it'll help me get like views and traffic. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm really just a female that's streaming and she just turns it on and that's it. Like I'm not even promoting. I just turn it on and I just stream. It's nothing spectacular. I don't have like an introduction. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Today we have such as like I don't have none of that.
I mean,
and I just listen. I just be chilling. Like sometimes I don't know what I can take for the day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I'm sitting there and I'm available to stream and I'm so nervous.
I am in 98% of them, and I know for a fact that what you're saying is true. You just kind of turn it on. If people show up, whatever, but if they don't, it's there. It's open. You can come.
It's open. Listen, like I don't know. Maybe because I'm old school. Remember back in the day, like when you wanted to like check up on somebody, you have to leave your house.
Yeah, you do.
Leave your house, go down the street, knock on their door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you give them a phone call, whatever the case, you still had the option. Just go with them when you know what I'm saying, when you play the game back in the, you know what I'm saying, like when you're little and stuff like that. Like there was no online. There was no online at all. Like you have to be physically right next to the person in order to play the game.
Yeah, bring your system. They had, I think PlayStation had like this little multi-tap thing where you could hook up like 2 different PlayStations where like 4 to 8 people could play or some shit like that. But so Queen,
what's up?
Was it important to you to be able to stream again?
It was always important. Now, when you mentioned earlier when I was grinding for Twitch before the affiliate and stuff like that, I mentioned like I started becoming real passionate because like, more people was coming in, everyone knew each other. So I liked the whole vibe of, it made me feel like, yo, if I could do this and have my own community where it's like, everyone comes in, they're chatting with each other, not just, but they're, interacting with each other, whatever. It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful experience. It's fun. It's what the chat is for.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the chat is for. Like me, like I said, I'm older. I'm old school. So like Twitch is not my first chat. I was in chat like way before. Like remember, like they had AOL.
Mm-hmm.
Remember who remembers like like they had chat rooms, Yahoo chat rooms. They had like all that stuff, whatever. And let me tell you, I live in New York City. It was lit. Like we had the littest, chat rooms. It was always maxed out, whatever. And that's how I met some of my other whatever. At that time, like coming into high school, was it high school, junior high school, whatever the case is. But so I understand the whole social mechanics of that already. So when it's like my own, I'm more passionate about it. When I'm streaming and I'm building from the ground up, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to grind hours, or trying to whatever the case is, like, and then it's all me. You get what I'm saying? It's mostly, I would say mostly, it's majority of it is 90% is, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, especially when I was on Call of Duty at the time. I was streaming Call of Duty, and you guys know how I grinded. I grinded that thing for hours or whatever, and I was having fun. It was exciting. You know, it got up to a point where I was averaging from like maybe 10 to 15 followers like every stream, to the point when I was averaging between 100 to 200 followers per stream. And I be trying to tell people that's where all my followers came from, Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
So every time I'm not going to say I get harassed, but it's annoying. But people want to quote unquote support me because of my follower count. I get that all the time. This
I can see
Queen
that.
Rose, she got 13K followers. Like, yo, I'm gonna hit grinding. Like, are you even in my stream? How you know I be grinding? like,
Hey,
like
man.
that's what you're gonna remember me by. I have 13K followers, and I'm a
All about
mod.
perception, yo.
Oh, you're a mod, and that's what you guys can actually. Oh, okay, right, right, right. So
I
when
re-
you gonna host me? When you
when you
gonna
go,
host me, yo? Like, yo.
when you
Oh
gonna
man.
host me? Yo, I remember your first stream back.
Oh man.
I I got. I can't say I got emotional. It was probably allergies or whatever. But yeah, I was happy when you were able to stream again. That very first, I can't remember what you streamed. I can't, but I know for a fact that first stream, I was like, wow, she like
That was,
she really like made it back. Like you weren't fully back, but the fact that you were at a point to where you can turn your stream on, I
I was
was like,
desperate.
I was like, yo,
I didn't
she
care what.
back.
I was sitting on a mini fridge. I ain't had no.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even have. Listen, I was sitting on a mini fridge. I ain't even had.
I got the
I ain't
picture
had no chair.
in.
No
I
chair.
got the picture
Like,
in my computer of like uh
oh
that
man.
of a chair with no back. Um, I
That was
got
the mini
yeah,
fridge, bro.
I got that. I got all of that. Like
Yo,
you're
oh my. All right,
you're
so
a success story.
basically, guys, this thing about it, okay, like I already told you, I know we bouncing around the place, but basically what happened was that I was grinding Twitch or whatever the case is. I got up to a point where I was averaging on my own, like, I forgot what it said. I don't know if it's probably like 52 viewers or whatever, just on my
Mm-hmm.
own, grinding or whatever the case is. Between March of 2017 to when the fire happened in October 2017, I had gained 10,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Um Oh yeah, I gained 10,000 followers. That was just basically off of 2K. I grinded both consoles, so PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever. So what happened was, I think July, June, the end of June or whatever, July, somewhere around there, I ended up getting a PC. I was financing a PC because I wanted it ASAP, or whatever the case is. So I was able to have the Elgato set up. If you guys look down on my Twitch or whatever, like when you see like the highlight videos, you will see like a little clip of me playing 2K17, and I had the Elgato, I had my face cam, everything. So I was grinding that out for like, for that time, October 27th, 2017, after a 24-hour stream. 4 hours after my stream, my apartment got caught on fire, and me and my mom was in the apartment. There was a big blaze while we were sleeping or whatever, and barely managed to make it. Now, my equipment and everything that I invested in, especially the savings that I had from the job or whatever, I think I had like six, 6,700 something, whatever. That was supposed to go towards a lot, especially TwitchCon, whatever. I had that in a stash or whatever. That burnt up. So rest in peace for that, whatever. So right after then, 3 weeks later, right after the fire, I went into the shelter. 3 weeks later, my father passed away. Like, I'm daddy's girl. My father is my other half. My father's old. He's elderly. There was a situation going on all in the mix of all of this happening. Because he was getting like sick. He made him, to watch your loved one, their age, like rapidly, like, I don't know, you just see them rapidly age in a short period of time. They marked them as a slip risk, and they didn't really have to, but they just. I'm not a fan of nursing homes. I worked in one as a CNA. So just imagine my pain when it's like, I'm trying to tell them, like, listen, let my walk. Like, you're talking about you ambulating him, you just make him go from point A to point B, and that's it, and that's his workout for the day. I'm like, my father is elderly. At the time, he was 80. How old? Like 86, like 86 or whatever, and I'm trying to. He never had a cane. He never had a walker. He never had a wheelchair day in his life. Before he came to the nursing home, like, we walked to the supermarket and he was carrying both bags in his hand. So I'm here trying to, what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm passionately arguing because I'm hurt. Just sitting there and just watching your father, like, aging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to see. It's a hard thing to see. My mother, especially at his age, I'm not used to having or being around another family member of that age or whatever, that age group. So it really didn't hit me that your father's up there in age. Your father's getting.
Yeah, I've been there.
Your father's getting old. My mom is 20 years younger than my. So, it's just a lot. Like, I was going. I had started school full time before, and then trying to manage everything, and I was doing home care. For it was like really far away. I was doing home care, doing 12-hour shifts and things like that. Not being able to, like, really see my father like that. I had bought a car, financed a car. I was trying to work on my credit. My credit at the time went from like 5 something to 7.3 or something like that. So
Right.
I was trying to, my bills were paid like 3 months in advance, stuff like that. I was doing good, but then it's like after a while, and plus during this time, during this time that I'm speaking of right now, I was in a 8-year relationship that became long distance. So I kind of depended on streaming, but
Yeah.
a bit
I
occupied.
just I
Yeah,
just know
just
that your story, um, for people who stream regularly, I understand that if you let it become a job, people dislike going to work. If they love the job at first, after working it a while, you just don't want to get up and go. So if you let streaming become a job, it's gonna end up being just like that.
it's listen, it's not. I don't think I could do streaming if it was a job, because with everything that we all spoke about, me, you, Mac, other experiences that we've seen, you have to really sit there and deal with that, because it's not like you're just working from home or you a call rep. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
dealing with
yeah,
stuff that is semi-professional and personal, and your income relies on it's just basically off of your, it's just it's crazy. I feel like working is not easy at all when it comes to streaming, unless you're like Ninja or something like that. It's not easy, and even then, like, doing something for fun, he's getting paid for gaming,
yeah.
just chilling gaming. Those that is like really struggling with streaming, and they're not passionate, genuinely passionate about it. I'm not talking about that, oh man, I gotta make this money. You can't be focused on it. Listen, the money's gonna come. The money's gonna come.
That's
Unless,
a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? However, the money is gonna come or whatever. And that's gonna be based on what you invest in. Whether it's your time, your effort, you marketing yourself properly, or whatever the case is. That you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, what's the word? It's like you're like, is it a freelancer or something like that? Like an entrepreneur. Like, this is your brand. Like, you have to brand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Entrepreneur.
saying? You have to. So your income is going to be based off of how
Off
you're
you.
branding yourself,
Yeah.
your connections. You know what I'm saying? What your budget is, what you're trying to set up. You know, all of this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's based off of whatever. Like, whoever There's some that are streamers right now, and right now get online off rip, they'll get 100 views within 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them don't even know how it is to really grind. They feel like grinding is just like, you know what I'm saying, like that is really just that easy. Like, okay, I turn on the game, I'm grinding, I'm just chilling, but don't, hey, no worries, I play with annoying all day, so I'm just here grinding, like, look who you're next to.
Yeah.
Do you really know how it is to be in agony? Because it's like you're doing something on your time. You're trying to figure it out as you're going on. You're trying to be composed. You're trying to be humble. And then you're just hoping that your time will come, and you don't even know when it's gonna come. And then you're watching your progress, and it's slow, and it's so slow, and it's like, man, I really do this, but then I have to have a IRL job.
Yeah.
I have kids. I have this and that. It's like, you know, how can I balance this out? And life is putting me in an ultimatum where it's like, listen, buddy, if you don't quit streaming soon, you about to lose everything.
Exactly. Exactly. I.
A lot of these kids can't even I relate. They can't relate to me at all,
Oh nah.
because they living underneath their mom's dad's roof or whatever the case is. They don't have to worry. they don't have to worry. They feel like they have to worry because they probably got to pay a T-Mobile bill. You don't cop some Yeezy or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But you don't even, hey, if that's your grind, I mean, that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever wish myself in like anybody else's shoes. I don't at all, because everyone handles things different. There's some people that can't even fit in my shoes at all.
Oh no.
There's some people, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that like just name, y'all just name like streamer that y'all feel like that just got it like that, like got it all or something. Cash Nasty, let's just say Cash Nasty or one of these guys, or Flight or something like that. It looks good until you're actually wearing their shoes.
Yeah.
But let's say if God was to be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you talking that talk? Go in their shoes right now. What if you're in a predicament where it takes one fuck up? And then guess what? You back to square one, buddy.
Man, look.
You back to square one. And that could be in any type of situation. Your ass could have got locked up. You could have gone. I don't know. Like, you could like lose your hands or whatever, like through an accident. You can't game no more. So what you gonna do? Sing, karaoke? Gonna do a Just Dance or something? Try to make your money back? Like, be humble.
That's very, very, very true. Because I know it's some people that is like thinking about streaming, but they feel like because of who they're fans of and how their streams look and whatnot, that they can't. They forget where they started. Like, not everybody started with a PC and a OBS and an overlay and that kind of thing. People don't even start with song requests. Like, it's not like that, and it's okay to start somewhere. But
know where you're going.
Exactly.
You have to know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. You know, there's people, and I really think about this. I really think about this one too. There's a lot of people that is so eager to stream. All you hear is stream. That's all you hear out their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not really taking an initiative and being proactive and investing in themselves. Like, how the heck you a streamer? Let's just say you're a streamer. You want to stream one. You ain't even got Nightbot set up.
I know a person now that has told me they're going to stream, and all they have to do is turn it on, and they will not turn it on.
All they have to do is turn it on. If you got time to play the game, you got time to stream. Oh no! If you got time to play the game, you have time to stream. You want to be a streamer? You want to be a streamer, right? You want to be a streamer? Guess what you got to do? You got to do what everybody else started to do and had to do. They had to get on that game. They had to turn it on, and they had to grind their ass. However you choose to do it is on you. You know what I'm saying? I try to give advice, but at the end of the day, there's some people that don't want to take advice, and they try to do it in a way where they try to be slick, and it's kind of like they want you to pity them and do it for them.
Yes.
Nah. Let me make you a mod, whatever. You a mod, nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's not that hard. I be trying to tell people, like, do something simple. Just start off with Nightbot. Nightbot is the most basic, easy 1, 2, 3 ABC bot ever. Nightbot. Just start off with that. It's freaking simple. It only has a couple of menu options. It only has a couple, like, if you cannot figure out Nightbot, bro, you need help. And I'm gonna say this. I'm being very blunt and very honest. You're gonna need help. Literally, you're gonna need help. Because if you can't figure, you really need the guidance or something like that. Because if you can master Nightbot, you can master any other bot. A lot of people be making like all these excuses because they don't want to take the time to invest in themselves. Fine, there's Wisebot and Stream Elements. Take the time to invest in yourself take a half an hour out the day and learn what the menu is, what the options is. They have a help option. Guess what? YouTube is your best friend. YouTube it. Maybe you can't read. Maybe you need the visual. I don't know. But it's right there.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Listen.
I'm just saying, it's just right there. And then it's like, I'm trying. Woo. I be trying. I be like,
be real. I told y'all.
Like, what's the thing? What's the thing I used to say to?
I told y'all, man. I told y'all it was
who the
going
hell
to be
is
real.
bothering me? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Who the hell is bothering me? Like, woo! Like, listen, people be getting on my nerve. And they can listen. I don't mind helping, but if I'm giving you advice, I'm giving you suggestions, and I don't mind repeating myself the second time. After the third or fourth time, my eyes start twitching. You got to go.
That's
just me. That's just me. I'm like, no, you got to go, bro. Because there's no way you're gonna trick me into doing it for you. There's no way. And you'd be surprised though. Do you be surprised? Like I'm telling you, I don't hear like all the damn stories. And I'm like this, and it's like I want to push more people away. I'm like, you guys gotta from me, man. You guys gotta just stay away from me. Just go there, go over there. Empty space over there, just go over there. Enjoy yourself by yourself. Like just go over there. Just go over there. Oh, you don't want to help me and da. You don't want to help yourself. Don't try to. I'm speaking like this because I'm telling you it happens all the time. In my DMs, it happens all the time. My messages, it happens all the time. All the time. I'm like, bro, it'd be something so simple and small like that. I'm telling you, like, it's not that hard. Streaming is not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. Whatever you're comparing yourself to, you're making it harder on yourself. Me, when I stream, it's my outlet. I would love to be partnered one day. Honestly, be honest with you, I want more. But I would love to be partnered one day. It will be a beautiful achievement. You know what I'm saying? I invest in a lot more people than myself. And I don't ask or request anything from them or whatever the case is. It's part of who I am and my conscience. I just gotta pray, cross my fingers, I don't know. Knock on wood and the whole nine, and hope that they just don't take advantage. Because it happens so many times before. And it's really annoying, especially when it's not even someone in person, it's someone online.
Man.
And I'm really trying to sit there and really try to encourage, continue and keep streaming and keep grinding and keep being affiliated with this online gaming. But then sometimes it just it really hurts me when it's like I can't.
Man, y'all gotta listen. When Queen,
I'm telling you, it really hurts me when it's like I can't even come to. I can't even be like comfortable with streaming because it's just the whole experience. Mind you, I'm not doing it. The compensation would help me. It really would.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It really would. But at the same time, like, it's my outlet. I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm already on the verge where it's like I'm kind of going through like this ultimatum with life where it's like I'm either going to have to give up streaming or sacrifice something and try to manage streaming.
Man, look.
And it's been like that. It's been like that for a minute, and it's just trying to. I'm trying to get my spot back. I'm trying to get my throne back. You get what I'm saying? My throne. However you guys want to picture it, whatever, that's fine. But my throne is me being back up there and me doing what I have to do and reclaiming my throne, basically. I'm queen and I'm trying to reclaim my throne. I'm trying here. And I'm not even there yet. A lot of people think that I got it like that. Trust me, I'm speaking about this because it's being told to me. I don't have it like that. I might talk about some personal things, but there's a lot of things that I go that nobody knows about. And I'll be damned. I'm not even trying to be that person. I might talk about it and try to seem like I'm trying to have someone feel sorry for me, pity me. I don't want any sympathy. I don't even like anybody pitying me or whatever. I'd rather keep it to myself and keep it. I choose empathy over sympathy any day. Any, you get what I'm saying? At the end of the
That's
day, there's so many of us, much others is having it worse than me, and I'm very much aware of that, but I'm not them. I am not them. I'm not them at all. So it takes a lot for me to open up. It takes a lot for me to kind of like tolerate certain things. It takes a lot for me to it takes a lot. I might have the time. It takes a lot for me. There's so many times I'm literally sitting there for a whole 2 hours in front of my console, or I have the game on, and it's like I don't feel like talking to anybody today. I really don't want to talk to anybody today. And then tomorrow comes, I'm still in the same mood. Like I don't want nobody to aggravate me. Then I get on 2K, and then it's a whole bunch of BS. People telling me, talking a good talk, talking about, oh, yeah, get online, get online, get online. I get online, they okay.
That's just sad.
I don't even get hit up to play the game. So it's like it's drastic when I have to like turn my stream on, just to make it noticeable. Like, hey, I'm still alive. I'm here, and I just need to find something on K to do. I want to get some practice runs in. No one can take me seriously because I don't have clout. They don't want to get sold. I'm not able to carry them, so they don't want a chance to play with. So it's like us. Everybody's offline on my friend list. I mean, I don't do anything different. I mean, I stream. I'm online all the time, so it's not like I'm doing something different all the time. You know, anybody's free to like hit me up. What you doing? Whatever.
Yeah, I heard
You
it.
know, but if you choose not to do it, then it's no problem. You know, it's no problem because I'll be damned if I'm beg, and that's what's been annoying me too because I beg. I could kind of say I might as well call it begging because if I ask somebody, hey, you want to run, and they be like, yeah, they go AFK or they just never show up. Then I ask them again, like, hey, especially when they most of the time is when they tell me like, hey, or just hit me up, or maybe I missed them last time and I just want to hit them up, be like, hey, I'm on, you want to run, whatever. I crickets, you know, like crickets, and especially like on PlayStation, like when you create like a message with someone and they delete it. And if you end up hitting them up, it's going to give them an alert that the message is created again. And so it's like that's when they deleted your message. Shit. So it's kind of like, no, let me just stop. I need another game to play. I go back to Call of Duty because I took a break from Call of Duty. It's not the same. Like my skills aren't even there. Everybody on my friend list play 2K, so it's kind of like
It'll come back though. It'll come back.
I would really have to invest time. I wanted to be able to gain some 2K skills enough to where I can be able to compete with on a competitive level before I switch back to the COD. And it's been a slow process. Mind you guys, I was in the shelter for 2 years. Guys. Let's not forget that. After the fire, I was in the shelter. I was in one of the worst shelters in New York City. I streamed off and on. Time I was there, I went through a lot of trauma. I went through a lot of stuff where I have someone in my section. It's not even a room. I have someone in my section. I wake up and they're just looking at me. You know, I have someone that is like psychotic that is sleeping right next, you know, and she's just wilding out. You know, there were times where I can't even take a shower because the bathroom is beyond filthy because someone decided to not use the toilet where you're supposed to use the toilet, want to use it in the shower and every like it's just like it's just craziness, and it's just not like just persons, like it was just crazy. I'm going through like a lot there. There's curfew. I tried to go to school, but then like the shelter wasn't allowing me to have a place to like study. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
kind of had to kind of leave a bit. It was a full time class schedule I had. I was trying to take up networking A+, trying to be like, a computer technician or whatever. And that broke my heart because I always wanted to get computers. From a child, I always wanted to get into computers, and my family is all in the medical field, and they kind of pushed me to kind of like stay like in the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
So and that I mean, I don't mind helping people. I love helping. I love being there for people, making them feel great and stuff. So that's no problem. But I didn't. Me with need blood, all that stuff is not me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stop right here and try something different. That didn't end up. I was in New York City, the actual scheme ahead. So yeah, so that's how that story went when I was streaming, and you guys saw that. If you guys remember when I was there and I was in a school setting and I was working with computers or whatever, because I did stream that during the time that I was in the shelter, but that didn't last because of that situation. Because when
Yeah.
they say like
Of course, I
come to
remember
yeah, yeah,
all of that.
yeah. So it's like it's like when they say lights out, lights is out. They don't care if you got school, if you need to study, none of that. And it was a really messed up situation, and it's kind of like, yo, I'm trying to do something with myself right now. I need something. Like I need something to like boost my confidence. I need something, and then it's like I can't stream. For a whole 2 years, I can't stream. I can't be comfortable. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just hard.
That shit real, man.
It was hard not knowing when I'm gonna get about the shelter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was hard. And then I wake up before I go to bed. And when I wake up in the morning, guess who I'm looking forward to talking to? Everybody I met online. My life kind of evolved around that. So when you're talking about people that aren't passionate about like what they do and who they interact with, I'm one of those people.
Exactly.
I'm one of those people.
That's why I wanted you to come through and have a chance to have the people hear this, because like I said, I'm sure people who are in your stream regularly, they get bits and pieces every now and then, but like, and it's a lot more. It is. We might even have to do
we're bouncing around because it's like
might even have to do a part two.
Some things I can't speak on, but then at the same time, like it's a lot of gray areas, but I'm trying to like make my points or whatever without going deep in details and stuff like that. But it's a lot. There's times I even cried on stream.
Very true.
I mean, there was an incident, when I really reached my breaking point, and it was to the point where I was literally numb, and it felt like my soul was in my body, like I was like I was just dazed out. I was
Yeah.
dazed out. I was really in a place. And make a long story short, um, I was really in a dark place. It was a lot that was going on with me, and I just gave up. I just had it. I literally just gave up on myself, and I attempted I attempted I attempted suicide on myself, and I was in a hospital for I don't know how long I was in the hospital. In the hospital for a minute because they had to move me to the
You were under watch, under suicide watch.
yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot what they call it. I forgot what they call it. CPAP, it's something or whatever. So I was
I
under
re-
surveillance
I remember I
for three
remember
days.
that stream and
So
everything.
I recovered. Yeah, I was in the hospital. I recovered, and I was under watch for 4 days, like 3, 4. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
like
it's
four.
supposed to be like 72 hours at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, but it was just a certain, and even then, like, so what happened? Like my best friend had to like come and get me and stuff. It's like I had to be supervised with my mom and stuff like that, and that's how me and my mom ended up being on better terms. I had to go home with my mom. He came with her, whatever the case is. So he ended up showing me that he was trying to reach out my stream, and I'm over here like, what are you talking about? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Um, so basically, he had my right. He had my phone, and he went on my Twitter.
Uh-oh.
Um, he went on my Twitter, on my account on my Twitter, and then he posts some message saying, "Yo, guys, this is Ja. Queen needs you right now. She's in the hospital. She committed suicide. Whatever the case is." And I'm reading this shit, and it's like I'm so mad at him. Like I feel so like embarrassed because it's like I don't want nobody knowing nothing about me. Like who the fuck cares? Like I'm cursing him out and everything. I'm crying, cursing him out. Like why did you do that? Like I'm so worried that I'm gonna be like I was just angry,
Yeah.
because like I
Judged.
didn't want to come back and then someone in front of me, oh Queen, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how to, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I was scared to come
because you're
back.
a public figure. That's what I was saying. It
I was scared. I was scared to come back. I was scared. Like I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Like I can't go back. Like I can't. No. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I was just so. It just hurt me. So it's like the transition from that to him telling me that it was just too much. I felt so. I felt so embarrassed. But then it's like I know he meant well. He was scared because he's someone that know me obviously in real life, knows the personal things that I've gone through when, especially with, um, a extremely bad domestic violent like relationship I had and stuff like that, and he was there for that. You know, he was worried. He was really worried, scared because like I've been tripping out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm mentioning this because this was on Twitter, so it's not something that I can. It's already out there,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Public knowledge.
Yeah, so I mean, it's announced publicly, um, and I was scared. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared. I'm like, yo, I can't stream. I can't stream. Like, I'm just scared what everyone else gonna say. I'm like, take my. I try to reply to messages. It was like a whole bunch of messages, and it's like, what are these people gonna think of me? Like, I felt so much like shit. I felt like shit. Like, I didn't want anybody to even know. I didn't want nobody to know. I didn't want to be treated any different. I didn't want to be looked at any different. And I was just scared.
That's
You know what I'm
understandable because
saying?
these relationships mean a lot to you that
It
you develop over the years as far as through streaming and through playing the game, and you never want uh you never want people's perception to change about you because you put off a certain image and you want to maintain that. So in closing, do you have any message for the people, uh and then we'll wrap it up. But I definitely want you to come back, and just kick it with us, one time. So do you have any message for the people? Your social medias. I'm gonna get the links from you, because when I put this on YouTube, I'm gonna put that in the description. But if anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
What is it that you? Man, there's a whole bunch of shit I got. But I'm gonna make this a very important note, because I know, easy, like, you show love to everyone, and everything.
I'll try.
But I really have to make this drastic awareness. Okay, everyone, please educate yourself on mental health. Please. All depression is not the same at all. There's literally at least like 40 different variations of depression. Same as anxiety, PTSD, personality disorder. Like, please educate yourself and try to be mindful that the person next to you, above you, below you, in the next chat, in the next, no matter how much they probably want to like play it off, whatever, there's people that's out there that's really going through something, and sometimes they might portray an act of whatever character they want to be for today. Sometimes it's just to distract them from whatever the crap is going on with their life. At the end of the day, all the trolling, the negativity, all that stuff, I'm not down with that. Like, please educate yourself. Try to be understanding. Try to be mindful that there's some people that just feel sad or whatever, and it's just, I mean, it's not my place to judge or whatever, but I hate how use I'm depressed, and they use it so freely. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They can't find their favorite sock. Oh, they're suffering depression. For me, that's a slap in the face. For me. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's not about me. But at the same time, they also need to educate themselves. Like, some people do that for attention or whatever the case is, and it's not right, because there's actually people out there that need help. I'm a grown adult, and when I'm going through a lot of certain things, even up to this day, actively up to this day, it's kind of like, well, I'm a grown adult, I just need to suck it up and get over it. Opposed to, like, if I was to be 16, more other people will be more sympathetic or empathetic towards me, like, or whatever the case is. And it kind of sucks, because I didn't start getting help until recently. So mind you, I have a lot of backed up like stressors, depression, a lot of stuff that I got to figure out, and I try to maintain every, and like the only easiest way for me to do it is through streaming. So I have to try and make it work for me, and try to be safe as much as I can and be comfortable the best way I can. So, my message to everyone, please educate yourselves. Go on Google or something. Educate yourself on what depression is, different type of depressions, the symptoms, the triggers, the this and that, whatever. And just please.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that and say, I always tell y'all, man, talk to your fucking people. Talk to them. Ask them how they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's important. It goes a long way, fam. A long way. I tell people all the time. I message people all the time. Like, how you doing? Well, I hope all is well. Like, I do it because of that reason. You never know what's going on with people, man. So, another dope episode. for those of y'all that showed up kind of late or you feel like you missed it, it will be on YouTube first thing in the morning. I'm going to like make sure the video is rendered and everything. I'm gonna get some links from Queen, like her Twitter, Twitch, and things like that. Make sure that's in the description. Next week, I didn't lock down a guest just yet. I talked to like 2 people. But Monday, I will announce who that next guest will be. But tonight, man, I told y'all it was gonna be real, man. I told you. I tried to warn you.
And mind you, I did not prepare myself at all. Like, literally, I was busy all day today. And I just got on, and I'm just now collecting all my thoughts and figuring out this and that. Like, literally, this is just off the head or whatever. I did not prep myself for any of it.
So, man,
it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to the queen. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on.
Right. So, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Just to do a few shout out. Matrix been holding it down. Nice just came through. My boy Nappy in here. I think I saw Lady Revenge in here earlier. The LABRat family was in here. The frat was good, nerd. Easy Money in the building. But man, as for us, man, we about to get up out of here, fam. Another
bedtime. Everybody bedtime. Go bed.
Episode, yo.
That's
I just did a do your boo with me too. She lose. I flew like I'm sick G5. You won't shake shit, be live. I get them racks to come outside. Champagne poppy look alive. I'm the truth, so hold your lies. Like my IG, I go live. Back on roads, you know what I'm saying? Like, reporting live from the Too Heartless tour. What's up? Hey, this is how I'm living and feeling. I'm talking about accurate shit.